out of 800 hopefuls, there were 100 and then down to 50 and then 15 and then 12. It was actually a very long selection process, and I was very grateful that I was part of the top 12. That was my main purpose. My journey is all about promoting positive mindset and self-confidence, personal growth, and inclusivity. What they see on camera, that okay, this is Kimmy, this is only her, and this is what makes me unique from others.
Hello viewers, welcome to my show, Influencer Insider by Szandra Akkach. I am so excited to bring this episode to you today because we have a very special guest, and she's not only an influencer, she's very popular in the UAE, and she also has her own fashion brand. She is also a personal trainer who has a very long fitness journey and a lot of experience in the field. And most recently, she has been getting pageant titles and becoming just more and more popular as we speak. And I'm very excited to introduce her to you now. It's none other than Kimmy Pareja.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Kimmy. Thank you so much for being with us here on the show today. I really appreciate that you made the time to come out and speak to us. We would love to get to know a bit more about who you are as a person and who you are behind all these titles that you have, and what your life is like when you're not on screen and behind all these glamorous titles that you hold. So tell us about yourself. Where are you from? How did you come to the UAE? Tell us a little bit about your background.
Okay, first of all, I'm so thankful and it's my pleasure to be here. My name is Kimmy Fitness on Instagram, and I am also from the Philippines. I'm 31 years old. I came here when I was 21, so it's like I grew up here kinda. I actually matured here. The experiences that I had here made me who I am today, and that's something that I'm very thankful about, because I feel like Dubai has opened a lot of opportunities for me, and also it expanded my horizons, touched a lot of places that I never thought that I would be able to do. So yeah, I'm so thankful for the opportunities that I have in this country.
Wow, that's amazing. So you've been here for 10 years.
Kinda, like 9 years.
Wow,
yes,
a third of your life.
Something like that, yes.
Okay, and why Dubai? What made you decide to come to the UAE?
Well, to be honest, it was my first option was to go to Singapore. That was my first choice. And then the agency in the Philippines told me that they have an opportunity to go to Dubai just to apply. And I'm like, I don't know anything about Dubai. But I heard a lot of good things about it. So I'm like, okay, let me give it a try. And then maybe if I will not be able to make it, I'll go to Singapore afterwards. But then I got accepted. They liked me. The company liked me. So I'm like,
You never left.
yeah, I'm like, no, I told myself it's going to be 2 years and then I'm going home because I miss my family. But then when I came here, I just cannot leave anymore.
Yeah,
Yes,
that is the UAE effect. Everybody comes here and ends up staying.
definitely. Yes. I agree.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about how you started with your fitness journey, because you're obviously a personal trainer, level 3. And how did you decide that this was something that you wanted as part of your life?
Okay, that's interesting because before I used to work with a 9 to 5 job where you sit at the office for a long time every day, and I felt like I was meant to do something more. I felt like the job was too clerical for me, and I keep repeating the same thing over and over the whole day. And I felt like I have a passion, a burning purpose inside me that needs to be put somewhere out there. And all my friends are telling the same, that I'm very positive and energetic. So what are you doing here in the office, you know? So I had to be realistic with myself. I spoke to myself, and I realized that fitness and wellness is something that actually inspires me. It's something I enjoy. I have passion about it. So that's why I decided to get the certification and do it full time.
You have a very popular swimwear brand.
Awesome.
Tell us about that. Let our viewers get to know you a little bit better.
Okay, so Body Based Swim is actually a luxury swimwear brand that is created to empower women and to promote confidence and empowerment, because I have a lot of friends and they all think that you need to be and you need to wait to be confident for you to be able to wear the bikini and put yourself out there. Where, well, in Body Bay, that's not how we do it. We make sure that the bikini fits their body and they will feel confident once they start wearing it. We also have some plus size women. Our models are plus size, and we actually take pictures of them, and they're very confident while wearing it, because we want to say that every body is a bikini body, and that's our tagline.
Okay, so your brand is a little bit different than how usually swimwear brands approach the market.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah.
And not just that, they're made in Italy, so the
Quality.
quality is actually the best quality that they could ever get while being confident and empowered at the same
Okay,
time.
and it's very inclusive.
Definitely.
That is perfect for the UAE and the culture here.
Yes. We're also thinking of doing a burkini soon. We're just testing the market if it's something that would interest them for the local market. You know,
Yeah,
we want to include
definitely.
everyone, not just the people who wants to show their body, but also the ones that who prefers it covered. You know.
Yeah, of course, to have something for everyone, something more modest as well.
Yes.
So, Kimmy, there's something special that you're wearing today. We want to ask you about this. So, obviously, you have a lot of experience in pageantry and the beauty and fitness industry in general. What is your latest accomplishment, and tell us about that?
So recently, just two days ago, I was crowned as Miss Influencer 2023 first runner-up, and I'm very grateful actually for this title. This journey has been very meaningful to me, and I just hope that it will inspire a lot of people who also want to be an influencer, especially in the UAE.
Interesting. So, tell us a little bit about the process. I mean, what is the selection criteria for a show like this?
So first is that you need to be a content creator. There are some reels that you've done in the past. There are some collaborations with brands, could be paid or not, and that you show your authenticity to the people, that you have your own personal brand, and that you join it together with the brands so they could collaborate together and create a harmony. And then from there, you will inspire other people to do the same and to have a positive impact in the social media, especially in the future generation. That's the purpose of Miss Influencer.
And as the first runner-up, obviously you progressed to the end of the contest. And how did you get to the stage? What do you think that really set you apart from other contestants?
Well, out of 800 hopefuls, there were 100, and then down to 50, and then 15, and then 12. It was actually a very long selection process, and I was very grateful that I was part of the top 12. That was my main purpose. So I think that the main thing that separates me from the rest is that as a fitness coach, my journey is all about promoting positive mindset and self-confidence, personal growth, and inclusivity. And these are not just words. This define who I am. And it shows in all the contents that I do. It's very consistent, that people would feel it from what they see on camera, that, okay, this is Kimmy. This is only her. And this is what makes me unique from others. So yeah, I'm just grateful that they saw it within me, and it reflected, it radiated from within, that they saw it.
Yes, I think you have a very strong character and it definitely radiates and it shows with the way you speak and you have a lot of confidence in the way you carry yourself.
Thank you so much, Szandra. You're amazing. Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about how you got on with the other girls. I mean, is there anyone you were particularly closer to, or did you work together with the other girls, or was it more of an individual journey?
So during the selection process, we were asked to do our own content creation. So this is individual. But during the boot camp, there were 2 days of boot camp. We were able to collaborate with each other and get to know more about the girls, their backgrounds. It's a bit more emotional. We get to know what's their purpose. And that's what I think is the most important part of this contest, because I was able to build connection. And maybe my friend would be Daisy.
Daisy.
Daisy. She's also Filipina, and we were just so happy that we were together in this journey, because we were always raising our flags, and we're just so proud that both Filipinas are actually in the influencer top 12. So we're just grateful. And if you're asking about what I've learned in this influencer pageant, is that you need to celebrate each other's uniqueness, because every girl is different, and that maybe they're not in line with what you believe in, but you need to respect their values.
Yeah, absolutely. And since you mentioned Philippines, you know, some of the top beauty queens obviously come from the Philippines and they are known for the pageantry world.
Yeah, we're called like the powerhouse of pageantry, and yeah,
Yeah,
I'm so proud. I'm
absolutely.
so proud.
So you mentioned it was a lot about content creation, but the title is about influence. So do you think it's the same thing, or do you see there's a difference between content creation and influencing, or how do you see the two as relating to each other?
I feel like being an influencer has two types of effect to people. It could be that they're gaining values from what you're talking about. It could be educational, okay? And then the other one is like blogging. They said that it's about you talking about your life and them, and then they learn from it. So it could be both. When I joined, I think I was a fitness influencer. I don't classify myself as content creator, but because I'm creating content, then maybe that's the reason why they named it as content creator. But also, if you look at it, there are lots of social media agency that are doing content creation for other people, for influencers, so that
Yeah,
they work and
influencers and
collaborate.
non-influencers
Yeah,
as well,
so they
right? Yeah.
like, for instance, brands or these kind of things. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
sure. About the competition, what did you really like the most about it, or were there any negative points or anything positive that you would like to emphasize? I mean, if we were to have a similar contest in future, what would you do differently?
Maybe I would give more time for the content creation, because most of the girls has their own full-time job, and for us it was hard to balance everything. So for them to be able to come up with the content creation, it's a bit tough for us. Maybe I would give more time for them to be able to finish the deadline, because there are some contents that are actually posted late and they were disqualified. And I was just hoping that they were given a chance, but of course rules are rules, and if they're late then
Yeah.
they will not be able to get in.
Yeah, of course. It's important to stick to the rules in these situations, but I can understand it must be really hard with a very short time frame, especially with your full-time job and your own brand. I mean, how do you do it all at the same time?
It's time management. I'm not that good with that. I wish I am, but I'm working on it. Work in progress, and it's just about priorities. You need to set which one is your most priority, and then followed by the other and the other. But of course, it's always you. Your mental health, your physical health is always comes first, and then the others will come right after.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned that you had a lot of support getting to this point. So who are the people that supported you and helped you to get to where you are today?
Well, first of all, I would like to thank my family, because they believed in me and they are the reason why I was here in the very first place in Dubai to start with, because they pushed me and they pushed me to actually get out of my comfort zone. And that's the most important part. The second is that I want to thank my partner, Dario, because I studied a lot for the pageant questions and
Oh, he
everything. He was
helped you with
there
that.
for
Hi,
me.
Dario.
And he was there for me, so I'm very grateful for him. He's also my investor with the Body Bay. He's the
Oh,
founder and I'm
okay.
the co-founder. So I appreciate that he values women empowerment just as much as I do. It was very important that we have the same purpose to motivate other women, and that's what really actually made me love him more, if you know what I mean.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, and then the third one is Tonaltive, my media agency. They're the ones who helped me a lot with the content creation, being creative, and they pushed me. They believed in me when I was doubting myself. There are times that I was doubting
Why were
myself.
you doubting yourself? Tell us about that.
I told you about the time management, right?
Yeah.
It was tough. There are some days that I'm like, you know what, I want to give up. There were days like that. But then they were the ones who told me that no, you cannot give up. You've come this far. We know you
Sure.
could do this. We believe in you. And when they say that, that's when I actually believe in myself. Like, how can I even quit if other people are believing in me? So
True.
that gave me more motivation and drive to prove myself that, okay, I can do this.
For sure. Even
Because
the
there,
most confident people who really believe in themselves need that kind of support
of course,
externally sometimes.
definitely. And that's
Yeah.
why I also do it to other people.
Mm-hmm.
When they feel like they're doubting themselves, I try to give them a sense of positivity,
Yeah.
to just give them a small push so that they could get back again in the game, because that's exactly what I needed. So it's nice to give in to the world so that you could gain it back
Yes,
again.
makes sense. So tell us about the winning moment. I mean, you as first runner-up, when they announced you as the first runner-up, how did you feel? What was that moment like for you?
I want to be honest with you. As a contestant, of course, I am there to win, right? So when you hear that you're the second runner up or the first runner up, I don't think that it's something that you would want to hear. You would want to be the winner, of course,
Absolutely, you were there
right?
to win.
Definitely. But also, when I was announced as the first runner up, it gave me the opportunity to be grateful that this competition actually recognized my talent and my authenticity and my purpose. So they still chose me as the first runner up. Maybe not the best one in their eyes, but in my eyes and in the eyes of my family, I am the best. So I guess that's enough for me. And that made me very grateful and happy already.
Of course. And what did you receive as a prize for being the first runner-up? Because obviously it's a very prestigious title as well.
Yeah, definitely. So they gave us some gift cards from language. We received like 1,750 voucher that we could use to shop for our shoes, and also 5,000 worth of aesthetic treatment from Aramed. Also, we got some bottle of wines, some hampers from our gold sponsors. Yeah, it was amazing.
And obviously, you have already some very loyal followers on Instagram, and you probably gained a lot more after this show.
Yeah.
What was the reaction of your followers?
So even before I win the first runner-up title, they were very supportive of my journey already, and they were already boosting me and saying congratulations that I was there on the top 12. So I was very grateful. And then when they saw me that I was crowned as the first runner-up, they were all messaging me. My DMs are like exploding, so much messages, and they want to meet me and they want to hug me and celebrate, and they're like, you deserve it. Also on Facebook, not just on Instagram, because Instagram has my followers, right? But Facebook is mostly my family, my relatives back
Yeah, of
back in
course.
my home. They were very proud of me because in my country I never joined any pageantry, and they were surprised that when I was here in UAE, I was crowned as the first runner-up. So they were very grateful, and they really thought that I should have done that when I was back in my country.
Never too late.
I guess so. Like I think the ages were all lifted up because more of the inclusivity now on the pageantry. So why not? Why not?
Yeah, sure. I mean, with age comes more qualifications and more experience, right?
I definitely agree with you. Age is just a number for me too.
Absolutely. So, if we were to have another contest that was similar, another beauty pageant, what would you do differently? I mean, are there any things that really stood out to you that you would do differently if you were organizing such a pageant?
I would do probably is to be more transparent to the contestants. We had 15 contestants at top 15, and then there were two ladies who were eliminated
From the 15
from
to
the
were
15
eliminated?
for us to become top 12. And these ladies are equally as credible and also talented as we are as well. They were eliminated, and they needed some explanations on why they were eliminated. So, but this was like because it was a secret.
So, Kimmy, you were mentioning about transparency and how you think that it's very important for such pageants to have transparency with the contestants throughout the process. How was that an issue here, or what exactly would you say about transparency?
It's actually for the girls to be more secured on how they feel about themselves, because of course if you want to grow your personality, you want to know what you did wrong on the past experiences so that you have the chance to correct it in the near future, right? But if they don't know exactly what they did wrong, then they will not be able to progress.
Sure. So
that's
constructive criticism maybe is
Exactly.
something.
Yeah, yeah.
That would be useful, I think.
Because otherwise they will be questioning themselves, what did I do wrong? And maybe they will not be able to move on.
Yeah, of course. You need closure.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's next for Kimmy?
So I plan to continue inspiring others through positive content and collaborations, relatable content that other people, my audience, would gain value from, and also community initiatives. And through, of course, my swimwear brand, Body Bay, to empower women and promote body positivity, inclusivity, and for them to feel confident about their body. So these are the things that I'm really inspiring to do. Apart from that, I'm also looking into starting a influencing and pageant school so that I could help the aspiring influencers of Dubai, of UAE, to get started and for them to create their personal brand and know exactly how to build their personality first before joining any event or any pageantry like this as well.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Kimmy. It has been wonderful having to go behind all the glamorous titles and get to know you better as a person. And I'm sure our viewers and all your followers will appreciate to know you better as a person as well. Thank you so much again for coming on the show with me today. And I wish you all the best. And we hope to see you back on the show again in future. So thank you so much, Kimmy.
Thank you, Szandra, and thank you to my followers, and thank you, DXB24LIVE, also for having me here.
And thank you everybody for watching today. As usual, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below if you have any feedback, good or bad. We would love to hear from you. So thank you so much and see you again next show.